Last fall, with legislative action approved by our city council, we separated community development from economic development for a very specific reason. Community development, I've learned over time, is a very technically driven series of issues. When you get into economic development, although you're hoping you end up in things like what we're going to say today, it's a whole lot of vision and a whole lot of hope, and somehow or another putting a structure together that goes out and markets what you're trying to convince the public and people what you're all about. The next step we took was the creation of BBDI, Benton Business Development Initiative. We put a very aggressive marketing plan together, and then we hired a full-time director of economic development, Brad Jordan. And as a result, I believe, of those efforts has culminated in what we're going to be able to announce today.
We have great relationships with people like Academy Sports who have already landed here in Benton. We do work with Sprouts Farmers Markets and people like Hobby Lobby and TJ Maxx and retailers of that nature. So over the past few months, we've been down here several times, had numerous meetings, and out of all those meetings has come a wonderful public-private partnership whereby the city is willing to bring several public utilities to the site, infrastructure that not only will serve our property, but will also allow for future growth in that corridor. The city of Benton has been extremely fiscally responsible. It should be hopefully a 12 to 18 month pay down on it, and that's extremely rare. We rarely see projects that get paid down for a public incentive in less than 5 years.
You see behind me a rendering of a high-level site plan. This project is about 160,000 square feet. Although we have Benton Plaza on the label here, we're probably going to call it the Shops of Benton. It's a little more of an identification for the community that's been so helpful in getting this project off the ground. Right now we have a major retailer of about 41,000 square feet who is in a soft goods apparel and also home furnishings. The other large tenant that we have there is approximately 55,000 square feet and is really associated with hobbies and crafts, things like that. So you can bring your own conclusion to those hints.
Simply in that first year of construction, we expected to create between 450, 500, and 500 jobs of short-term construction jobs. But then once it's open, it will be somewhere in the neighborhood of a little over 200 full-time jobs and then another 300 plus part-time jobs. So well over 500 job opportunities, both full and part.